Yes, sir.
My name is Joshua James. I'm from the Wexford community. I have a direct question followed by an example of what our plight in our neighborhood. I witnessed a juvenile, 14 years old, driving a car recklessly in my neighborhood. I dialed 911 while I was on the phone. He drove through the stop sign and spun his tires. The police responded, and they were unable to do anything. They told me in an email here, North Carolina law does not allow the police department to issue a citation to a 14-year-old. A juvenile arrest would only return them to home. He admitted to the offense. The mother admitted to letting him drive the car. The car was there. The car was unregistered. I believe it's uninsured. And I want to know not what you have done, but what you will do and how you will do it. How will you empower our police officers to enforce laws on all the offenders and protect all the citizens of our community?
Thank you. I think we have a huge, huge issue in this city and across the state dealing with young people and crime. And I think that you cannot continue to do the very same thing and expect a different result. And I think that as it relates to young people and gangs, I think we need to start doing and looking at other ways of dealing with this issue. I am very supportive of preventive measures. I think we need to start working more with the schools and with the churches, with after-school programs. When a crime is committed, I want you to truly understand that I support dealing with it and having people to pay the consequences of their bad decisions. But I do think that we need to look at doing things differently, working with young people before they get in trouble, and try to redirect that energy in another area. But I've supported the gang violence legislation that we passed in Raleigh. We do put money, we put $4.5 million
time has expired.
in the budget.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor?
Well, first of all, we should enact preventive measures to try to help these kids, but the fact of the matter is our police are not being backed up. When we arrest a 14-year-old for anything, from robbery to breaking into your house to stealing a car, our police are making the arrest. But the state laws have no impact whatsoever in trying to detain a 14 or 15-year-old who's committing an adult crime that could kill somebody. We have, the state of North Carolina provides the city of Charlotte, Mecklenburg County, 30 detention beds. We arrested 4,000 kids under the age of 16 last year. We have 30 detention beds for boys, 0 for girls. So when we arrest them, our police do their job, they're let right back out in the neighborhood, which sends a horrible message to them, to other kids and to themselves if nothing happens. And this is inexcusable, and this is why it's sad that the mayor of Charlotte and other mayors throughout the state have to constantly go up to Raleigh and go, wake up. We've got 14 and 15-year-olds committing serious crimes, and the state of North Carolina is only providing 30 detention beds. And you have to keep these kids if you want to help them, and you have to show them there are consequences to actions.
What do you plan to do about our current and future water issues?
We're on the most stringent requirements that we've ever had in our city's history, and I anticipate, due to a coalition of cities and municipalities along the Talbot River, that we've got the next measurement, which will be is being made daily, by the way. Once it gets to another level, the next level will go to commercial and industrial customers, which will be a severe impact on maybe some employers whose jobs are dependent upon water. But that will be the next stage for water conservation. I'm proud to say we enacted some of the more stringent conservation measures before other cities and towns along our area, and I hope as mayor to lead that effort to just move beyond the rules and procedures of water conservation and make it happen. And but this is the most serious it's ever been in our city's history.
Thank you. I agree that it is, the water situation is serious, and maybe our mayor won't have to take such serious measures. The governor is planning on taking some serious measures also. He had a press conference stating just that. It appears that the mayor has a lot of, wants to have a lot of opportunities to talk about what the state is not doing. The state funds the judicial system to the request of the administrative office of the court. And that is where the funding appropriation requests come from. And if there is a problem with the amount of judges or magistrates that the court, that Mecklenburg gets, it's because of the formula, not because the legislature does not appropriate the necessary funding. So I just want that to be very clear. This is a problem
Thank you,
that Charlotte has.
Time has
needs to
expired.
step up to the plate to take care of it.
Mr. McCrory gave his opening statement first, so we'll allow Ms. Earl to make her closing statement first and finish up with Mr. McCrory.
Again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to come here and to speak to you. I do want to be the mayor of Charlotte. I think that we are poised and ready for change. I want to impact the quality of life for all the citizens of Charlotte. Charlotte is a prospering city, and I don't feel like that all of Charlotte is engaging in that prosperity. When I first started with the legislature, my district went all the way up to Huntersville, Cornelius, and Lake Norman. Growth was being focused in that area. And you see where growth is. Growth has not been focused, and development has not been focused in other areas of this city. There is no reason why a city the size of Charlotte cannot have growth and prosperity in the entire city. We need more affordable housing. We need to do more about fighting our crime issues. These are things that I will bring to the table. I will bring about a better working relationship with Raleigh. This state is controlled, all the local government is controlled by the state, and you need to have a good working relationship. You cannot very well go to your boss and demand a new position or a raise. It doesn't happen that way. And if you continue to do the very same thing and you don't get any results, then you need to look at making changes. So I want to ask you for your support and for your vote. And I am very open to listening, and I have a very open door policy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Earl. Mr. McCrory?
Let me first say this has been an honor to be with each of you today, but let me also say this. The state is not our boss. The mayor is not your boss. You're our constituents and we're your representatives. And if there's inaction from your representatives, I expect the people like you to come to City Hall and come speak to us, whether it be 10 people or 100 people or one person. And I've always been approachable in that effort. And I expect the same thing in Raleigh. And this mayor, along with the mayors of Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Durham, Greenville, Fayetteville, Asheville, bipartisan, do not feel like our representatives in Raleigh have been listening to us. We brought the people with us. And by the way, as a result of that, some action was taken. And that's the way the representatives' government should be. We're not your bosses. We're your representatives. And it takes leadership to do that in areas of public safety. I will not back off in that area because people are being robbed and killed and mugged in our streets. And we have to educate the people, and we have to back up the victims of crime and back up our police. And that's exactly what I'm going to do as your mayor. In the area of transportation, I'm taking a risk. I'm preparing our city for the next 30 years in the area of roads and transit. And we should not back off on that. And I hope you do not repeal the house and sales tax because we're preparing for the future. And I'm going to protect the property taxpayer of Charlotte in any way I can to get these things done. So it's been an honor to be with you. I will not back off. I'll continue to be direct and honest and ethical and approachable. Thank you very much.